Hi friends, it's Monica and I want to welcome you to my channel, Release Your Life. So today I want to talk about stress. What do you do when you're under stress? I have had the stress in the last 6 to 9 months of losing my job, working some temporary jobs until a good long-term one comes along, getting that long-term job, but in an industry that I know nothing about, then having my dog surprise me with a litter of 7, yes, 7 puppies. So a whole house full of mayhem, and at the same time trying to help my siblings walk our mother through the last stages of dementia and dying. That's been a lot. It's not the most stressful life anybody's ever had, ever, but it's been a lot for me. And I find that I stopped doing some things that are really important for living a good mental and emotional life, staying healthy in those ways. In the past, I have had several years of a very regular and consistent journaling habit. For example, I regularly would keep a gratitude list. I regularly would talk with a close friend, somebody who has proved themselves worthy of hearing, the more secret parts of my life, things that I don't share in general, but who showed that she's very good at keeping private things private, right? And talking with her about intimate concerns that I don't necessarily want to share with just every old body. And as it happens, what I noticed is that, especially as Mom declined, I stopped writing. Just my thoughts about the days as they were going by. Then I stopped writing a gratitude list. And I realized I haven't exactly stopped talking to my friend who is so good at keeping private things private, but I stopped talking with her about how I feel about things. When I'm happy, when I'm sad, when I'm feeling depressed, when whatever, right? I might hint around those things, but I wouldn't actually talk about them. I spent a lot more time talking about what I was doing, not about how I was feeling. Yeah, that's not so great. This stress is finally really, really getting to me. I feel like I'm really underperforming at work, and I haven't been able to fix that. And that's really uncomfortable because I am the overachiever type. I am the goody two-shoes type. When I make a commitment, I need to keep that commitment. And I made a commitment when I took this job. Feeling like I'm not doing it to the best of my ability is painful. And so, although every day I keep trying harder and harder, it's not happening. That litter of puppies was absolutely adorable, and I could not allow myself to enjoy them. They took a lot of work, a lot of physical effort, a lot of mental planning to raise them the way I wanted to raise them, so that they would have the best possible chance as that they launched off into life with their new families. That's some people just let their dog have puppies and let them run around in the yard and ship them out the door when they're 8 or 12 weeks old, whatever. But to raise them the way I think is best takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. And all of that has just really compounded, and things have become really difficult. So what do I do? I make this video, right? I've finally hit a point where I have to do something different. I have to get back to the good habits that were helping me maintain an even keel before all this big stress started happening, one thing on top of another. So I am making a commitment tonight, right here, right now, in front of all of you, that I am going to write at least 3 things every day that I'm grateful for. And then I'm going to take another step beyond that and write how I feel about myself today, how I feel about what I was able to accomplish in the day or what I haven't done. Sometimes doing nothing is kind of the important thing. I want to be able to acknowledge that too. So I need to get back into a journaling habit, and that's one way I can do it. And I'm going to talk to that friend of mine and say, listen, I want us to have a really different focus for like maybe the next month. I want to talk to her at least once a week and have her really tap me on the shoulder if I don't talk about how I'm feeling about whatever's going on. Like, what's the most important thing going on in my life that day, and how am I feeling about it? What I do about it is less important right now. I've been doing a lot of doing, and I have not been doing enough feeling. And that, I think, is why I'm feeling so stressed, and why I'm less and less able to focus at work, less and less able to concentrate on what I need to do in my home just to take care of the house itself, and to stay on top of things with my pets and just stuff, you know. I'm just doing less, and I'm running my life less well, and I don't like that. It's an uncomfortable feeling. I don't want to stay in this place very long. So, time to do what's necessary to get out of it. I want to hear from you. What do you do when you're under stress that is sort of compounding a bunch of things all together, and you finally just say, hey, I've had enough? What do you do? What kind of strategies do you have? I've told you about mine, the journaling, making sure I'm making notes about what I'm grateful for every day, at least 3 things, and finding a person who I know will keep confidence, who will keep private things private, so that I can share, you know, my more sensitive concerns, and know that they're not going to get out into, you know, some kind of gossip grapevine. Those are my 3 things, and I want to know what your 1 or 2 or 3 things are that you do. And if you want to try some of the things that I'm trying, let me know about that. Tell me how it goes. Meanwhile, be well. Oh, I forgot to say, hit like if you like this video and you want to come back to it, or encourage somebody else to see it, and because maybe it'll help them. Hit share and share it with them. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. Button's right down there. It's easy. Go ahead and click it. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you next time.